go with our first at-home workout of this program. So we're starting off with a minute just jogging on the spot. So time yourself with a minute jogging on the spot. We're then going to have 3 just squat backs, arm rotations all the way around. So we've got 3 of those one way, 3 of them the other way, and just take full advantage of that whole circle, really reaching. We're going to reach ourselves up and just come from side to side, 3 or 4 times on each side, and we're going to bring ourselves into that spine twist, and again 3 or 4 times on each side. We're looking around as we're going, we're keeping our hips facing forward, keeping our tummy locked in, drawing that pelvic floor up. So that is our warm-up. So to start with, we're going to start with squat heel raises. So we're going to have our feet slightly further than hip width apart, just slightly turned out, and we're going to reach the hands forward, tuck the shoulders down, so you've got a nice open collarbone and drawing the shoulders down and back. Lovely and tall. We're going to squat, then we're going to raise those heels, bring them back down and come back up again. So you are breathing in, out, in, out. And as you're breathing out, squeeze that bottom. Draw yourself right up nice and tall through the pelvic floor, through the core. You're going to do 10 of those, have 15, 20-second rest, and then the next set of 10, you're going to have your arms reaching further up. So when you come back into that squat position, you can see in the mirror, come over a little bit more for you, you can see in the mirror you have got that lovely diagonal line there. So you're going to reach those heels up, you're going to come back up again. So you're breathing in, out, in, out. You're going to make sure those knees track out over the toes. Again, keeping your pelvic floor engaged, keeping that tummy nice and tight. If you've done this program a few times and you want to add an extra challenge, you're going to have your knees and your feet out just a little bit wider, making sure that those knees track out over the toes. Okay, that's exercise number 1. Number 2 is I'm just having it for my program, push-ups. So we're coming down to the mat. Here we are. You'll recognise these if you've done Pilates. We're going to have our hands about the width of the mat and level with our shoulders, directly underneath our shoulders, knees and hip width apart. One leg comes out, breathing in, elbows are coming wide, breathing out, extending back up. So you've got that lovely long line. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we're doing 10 of those on the right, we're doing 10 of those on the left. Just breathing in, breathing out with your own breath in your own time. We are then bringing our hands closer in together. So you've got your thumbs almost touching directly underneath your shoulders. We're going to do the same exercise. We're going to hit those triceps. So rotate the elbows round to the back. Let them bend down. Send that leg out. Breathing out, pushing up. Breathing, come back down. Hold that core in nice and strong. And as you're coming up and down, make sure you're drawing out of this hip as well, so you're not dropping down into that hip. And we've got 10 on each side again. And just again have a 20, 30-second break in between just to get your breath. So then we are going down to swimming. I'm hoping you'll probably be able to see me much better in the mirror here. But we are coming down, we have got ourselves face down on the mat. Really going to tuck that pelvis under, so you're going to lengthen through the lower back. As we breathe out, ribs are going down towards your hips. You're going to breathe out and just lengthen and lift both arms and both legs. Just going to do 5 of these just to warm up. Breathing out going to stay up. We're going to drop right arm, left leg down, and we're going to swap. Breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. We're going to do 10 swaps, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, with your own breath. And then bring yourself up into a cat stretch and just stretch that spine off the other way. We have got a side plank next. You can start off on your elbow with your knee bent, reaching up, and we're going to drop the hip down and back up again. Down and back up again. We're going to do 6 on each side. Now to progress this, you can come up onto your hands, leave the knee where it is, reach that hand up, drop down, breathe out. And if that feels all right, pressing it even further, that leg comes out. So just start off with the first one and start to progress a little bit further along. So 6 on one side, 6 on the other side, have a 20-30 second break, 6 on one side, 6 on the other side again. Fantastic. Right then, so we are now going down into the 100. Now you know the 100, you know how to do this, but I will remind you of all the points. So you have got your legs up into tabletop, you've got your pelvic floor engaged, you've got your tummy nice and tight, breathing out, ribs coming down towards your hips, reaching the fingers out, super, super long, tuck the shoulders down and lengthen through the head, the neck there, but no pressure on the head and neck, all that power is in the middle section here. So you are either having your legs into tabletop, or you're extending them away, squeezing the legs in and sending the legs out into a Pilates stance. You're externally rotating both those legs around, keeping that tummy super, super tight. And we're going to pulse. We're going to do 5 pulses as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, 5 pulses. That is 1. You're doing 10 of those. It makes 100. Okay, so that's your 100. Single leg extensions. Same setup down on the mat. Breathing out, bringing 1 leg, 2 legs, top half up. Single leg extensions. Again, we're doing 10 on each side. You're breathing out, extending 1 leg away, breathing in, bringing it back, breathe out, send the other leg away. If your pelvis will not stay still as your leg goes down that low, extend it up there to begin with, and as that core gets stronger, you bring that leg further down. You have got 10 on each side there with each breath. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. We're going to speed that up. So then, once you've done that, 10 on each side, 20-30 second break. And we're going to reach and just put put both hands around one knee and extend the other leg away. I'm going to breathe in and out. In, out. Again, 10 times. So 1 movement is 1, or 2 movements is 1 count. We are then going to add a twist. We're going to add those obliques to it. Breathing out. Hands are going to scoop up underneath the skull. They are not pulling forward. They, if anything, are extending that head and neck away. We're just going to breathe in and breathe out. Again, if the legs do not want to come down that low, they can extend up. Lovely. And just keep breathing in, breathing out. And this top half is just extending around. Middle section is keeping lovely and tight down there. And then their legs are doing what they do. And we're going to then speed that up again. So we're going to do 2 movements per breath. So we're going to breathe in, out, out, in, out. We're going to try and keep the elbows as wide as we can and take the whole elbow and shoulder across to the opposite knee. And again, you're going to do 10. In, out, out is 1. So, almost done. Last one we're going to do, or no, second to last one we're going to do is the taco. Again, we've taken this from Pilates. So we've got your legs up, slightly bent and zipped together here. Arms are back behind the head, bringing that top half up and then squeezing together. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So the bottom's curling up, the top half's curling up. Breathing out to bring them in together. We're going to do 10 of those. And so now, very last exercise here on the mat. We're going to really work those lower abdominal muscles. So I don't know if it might be better to spin around this way. I'm going to bring those legs up into the air. If your hamstrings are not happy there, very slightly bent is absolutely fine. What's really important is that you're keeping this whole core locked down onto the mat and trying to relax the top half here. So all the power is here and right down in that lower abdominal section there. So you are going to breathe in, take it away, and then breathe out, bring it up. You're going to start to curl your bottom up away from the floor, but you're not swinging, not for 1 second. Breathing in, breathing out. And we are doing 10 of those. You are then going to bring yourself back onto all fours. Have that usual cat stretch all the way through and let yourself drop down into the middle and really feel that stretch through the core there. Tuck those toes under, bringing yourself into your inverted V. Have that lovely stretch through the hamstrings. Send that tailbone up to the sky and drop the head down between the arms and the chest down towards the mat. Walking yourself back up to your toes. Have a stretch here. If it's comfortable for you to just hang like this, then do. If not, bring your elbows onto your knees and let your head drop down that way. And to roll up, you're going to really lengthen through the legs first before you start to curl your pelvis and your spine right back up. Reaching up, reaching back and stretching. Nice and wide. And roll those shoulders. That should take somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes. So there's your home program when you are not with me or Mark or in any of the classes. Have a good one.